So the project title is Detection of Cyber Attack in Network using Machine Learning Techniques. So this project is implemented using Python 3.7 and Flask. And we are using different types of libraries like NumPy, Matplotlib, Scikit-learn, Pandas, these all things. So here we are working with two types of versions. So one, we are going to decide which algorithm is the best one, and second part, we are going to use that algorithm. So to implement this one here, what we are doing is, so we are working with these things with the help of Jupyter Notebook. So here I am using the libraries like NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib. So Seaborn, stat models, these all the libraries which we are using to work with different types of machine learning algorithms. So here we are going to read the data of NSL dataset which we gathered from which we gathered from the website like Coggle. So first we are going to see the dataset, what is the fields we have and everything. So NSL dataset is there. So here we are having train and test. First I'm opening train. So this is the dataset which we are having. So it is in text format. You may get a lot of information. Similarly, we are using test dataset to test the machine learning algorithms. Okay, so both will be the in the same way. So this is the test dataset which we are using. So both files we are using in machine learning algorithms. And here we are having the columns like duration, protocol type, service, flag, SRC byte, DST bytes, land, wrong fragment, urgent, hot, so num field. These are all the fields which we are using in this data set. So we are having the columns. So actually in text file we are having only values only. So but we deciding the columns which we are having. So before applying the machine learning algorithms to the data set, first we go with the exploratory data analysis. So here we are using exploratory data analysis. Okay. So which type of things we have, everything we are taking. So I'm applying first logistic regression, and then after Bayesian tree I'm using, and then random forest. So support vector mission. So these are all the algorithms which we apply. So when we applied these all algorithms, so we found accuracy of each and every algorithm. So among these algorithms, we found the best accuracy of random forest, and another one is called RF. DT means Bayesian tree, and RF means random forest algorithm. These two algorithms which we got the best accuracy. So this is about the thing. So next we comes when it comes to here, just a minute. Next part is we are working with Flask. So Flask is one type of framework which is used to work with web applications in Python. So in the coding folder we have app.py. This we supposed to execute. Just to type here, just to click here and type the command cmd, and here we're supposed to mention the command python app.py. So getting issue with libraries, last 2.1.0 job list, these are all the things right. Just I need to install the things. Click install -r required.txt. So we'll try to install the libraries whatever we require. So for this installation it will take some more time. So generally this installation will take more time. So need to check it. So I'm going to exhibit this one Python app.py. So once you execute it, here we'll get this IP address. Just you're supposed to copy the IP address and paste in a browser. Just to paste it and press enter. So this is network intelligence detection system. So we are applying random forest and decision tree algorithms. So first you're supposed to choose the attack, which type of attack you are getting. For example, so Neptune attack I'm taking. And the number of connections to the same destination host has the current connection in the past 2 seconds. So you're supposed to give the number of connections. I assume that I'm having 5 connections. Then the percentage of connections that were different services among the connections aggregated in DST host count. So we're supposed to give the percentage, some 10% I am giving. So the percentage of connections that were to the same source code among the connections aggregated in DST host SVRE host. So we need to give percentage, some 5% I am giving, and the percentage of connections that were to the same service among the connections aggregated in DST host count. So some 8% I am giving, and the number of connections having the same port number, some 3 connections I am giving. So status of the connection, normal or error. So S0 is normal and SF is error. So I am giving S0. The last flag may having value 1 or 0. So I am giving 1, and 1 if successful logged in, 0 otherwise logged in, 1 I am giving. And the percentage of connections that were to the same service, so among the connections aggregated in the count. So I need to give some 3%. And the percentage of connections having activated flag 4 flag S0, S1, S2, S3 among the connections aggregated in the count. So S error rate. So I'm giving some 3%. And the destination network service used HTTP or not? Yes, it is using HTTP. Then when I click on predict, it is going to predict the attack, what will be the thing. So attack class should be probe. So the attack may be probe. So based on the value, whichever you mentioned, so the attack will be different. Now I got the prompt. Similarly, we go with these things. Some 200 I am giving. So percentage some 20%, some 30%, some 10%. Number of connections I am using some 50. So 59. I said status of the connection normal or error. I am saying SF. So last flag 1 or else 0. So 1 I am giving, and the percentage of connections for the same service some 30%, some 20% I am giving, and it is using HTTP or not, no. So DOS attack will be, maybe the chances are there. So like that, it is going to detect which type of attack there is a chances to get the network. Okay, so this is about this project. Thank you.